make it change. Electric style and I need my change. DMV, I'm a year. Legging with my feels. Rapping, but I'm quiet when I'm here. Always plotting on the business and I'm plotting on my feels. We don't need no text from the boys. We just need respect from the boys. We don't want to fall in love by the boys. So I just get the little read drilling with the boys.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. I'm your host, Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Coming up, we've got a good one in store between the Ultimates and the New England Patriots. The Patriots come into this one knowing they've got a big challenge ahead of them. This is always a tough place to play as a visiting team, so getting out to a fast start could be imperative to making this crowd as much of a non-factor as they can be. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth. So we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Godden on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather, snow, and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
And partner, a little bit of a Bronx cheer from this crowd because that's the first down they have gotten, and we're in the fourth quarter.
So you have to flip it over and look at what the defense has been doing. I mean, it's very simple to say, wow, they haven't gotten a first down. What are they doing wrong offensively?
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jamal Charles, 29 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. If there was a time to break off a nice run like that, it was right here to grab the lead in the fourth.
And there's just so much stress on a defense in that situation because you're looking at the clock. Who are we guarding against? What's the first thing, right? The strike to the end zone, throwing the ball. Instead, they come back and hit him with a run. Block it well, and how about the physical run he made? Terrific job finding his way to the end zone to give him the lead.
So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for two. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. And it's a three-point game. So that effort gives them a three-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And here now the offense heading back out there. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
This is all the time.
All the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen when you know it, that a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Giving 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. They'll set up to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Takes back the ball from the line. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Breaks a tackle. Still fighting. Dashing through the snow. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now on the return, the ball is loose. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get those meetings with coaches, and you always want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. And would you say a 7-year-old run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on 1st down, they did that, +3.
And take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Patriots add on.
But they do like dollar where you came. I don't give a fuck about making change. Electric style and I need my change. DMV on a year. Legging, with my fears. Rapping, but I'm quiet when I'm here. Always plotting on the business and I'm plotting on my fears. We don't need no text from the boys. We just need respect from the boys. We don't want to fall in love by the boys. So I just get the little re-drilling with the boys. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about making change. Electric style and I need my change. DMV on a year. Legging with my fears. Rapping, but I'm quiet when I'm here. Always plotting on the business and I'm plotting on my fears. We don't need no text from the boys. We We just need respect from the boys. We don't wanna fall in love by the force. So I just get the little re-drilling with the boys. Look at you like dollar where you playing. I don't give a fuck about making a change. And let your style and I need my change. DMV, I'm a year. Legging with my fears. Rapping, but I'm quiet when I'm near. Always plotting on the business and I'm plotting on my fears. We don't need no text from the boys. We just need respect from the boys. We don't wanna fall in love by the force. So I just get the little re-drilling with the boys.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. I'm your host, Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Coming up, we've got a good one in store between the Ultimates and the New England Patriots. The Patriots come into this one knowing they've got a big challenge ahead of them. This is always a tough place to play as a visiting team, so getting out to a fast start could be imperative to making this crowd as much of a non-factor as they can be. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth. We turn it over to Brandon Godwin and Charles Davis.
Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Godwin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather, snow, and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when it's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on?